Let's see. Just waiting for Bo, everybody. Once he gets back, we will be off to the races and commencing part 2 of today's session. A few of you in the chat have said, hey, wasn't there a core this week? There is one after this show. I know that sounds weird.
Yeah.
And it kind of is, but we had to bump it. It's my fault. But these guys had were nice enough to say, yeah, we could do it after the thing on Sunday. So even though we'll all be sort of pooped, we'll probably keep this nice and short, but still do one. It'll be lots of fun, so stick around for that. There's Bo. You all right?
Guys.
It's like you dropped something again. What was it? You dropped something?
I dropped a pen.
Oh, that was you. Okay, I thought Bo dropped something new.
Great. I dropped one fork, and now I'm dropping everything.
Now you're dropping everything.
Now he's Mr. Drops a lot of things.
Drops a lot.
Sir drops a lot.
Yeah.
Always dropping things.
Yeah, that's his way. All right. I think everything's good to roll here. Yeah, we're good. Am I recording? Yes. All right, John, it's all yours.
All right. So, when we last left our heroes, mere moments ago, you had successfully found the book, the journal that you came here in search for, and the cipher. You were able to procure that, as well as a tome that had a naked succubus in it. Those are currently residing in Garpoon's bag. Baffo snuck them in there. And as you were about to leave the Dark Archive, it was attacked. You have deemed that at least 4 masked individuals had broken in. 2 of them currently lay dead. Another 2 remain. The last thing that happened, Garpoon charged forward through a book. It began attacking one of the masked assailants. Baffo was playing a furious melody on his violin. Heartstring. And now I need initiative from both of you.
Oh, shit!
All right. It is 11, thankfully, plus my initiative 3, 14.
Okay.
Do I have bonus initiative? I don't remember if I do.
14.
It's located top
you have
middle next to armor class.
+1 to your initiative.
Oh, I do. There it is. I never had one with what's his name, so I never had to look. All right. My initiative roll is a 6.
A 6, huh?
A 5 plus 1. Uh-huh.
Okay, Garpoon.
Gosh dang it, dude.
6. I'll tell you, it wasn't the worst.
Who's the worst? One of the bad guys?
Jadar.
Oh, good. Jadar.
You're better than the critically injured librarian.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
That's something.
Who's also on your side, you know, not necessarily what you want.
So there's only 2 of the 4 remaining, or there's 4 assailants remaining?
There's only 2 of the 4 standing. The other 2, the 2 of the crossbowmen, there were 3 crossbowmen and 1 other who has not produced weapons. And the 3 crossbowmen, 2 are laying down on the floor, presumably dead.
Okay, so Jadar, during that initial ruckus, Jadar maybe dispatched them. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty safe bet there. Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember the name of one of the characters, but I found him. All right, so the cultist in the full mask is going to act first. And he looked up and said, more. And that was the last we had heard, so now he's going to take this turn and say, whoever is back there, step out. Surrender. We can work this out. There's no need for further bloodshed.
God, he sounds like he's higher level than us.
That will be that will be his turn.
He does sound higher level than me too. Oh boy.
That brings us to Baffo. You are the next in the turn order.
All right, so do I have line of sight on these 2 guys? Like, I went to go hide, but Can I move?
I'm assuming you ducked back behind the shelf to play the violin, that you didn't jump out and
What
play
I'd
it.
probably like to do is, get into stealth and then fire the crossbow from stealth, so they'll know where it's coming from, but they won't be able to see me. Was it dark enough in here to allow for something like that?
How long does it take to convert heartstring from a violin into a
I think it's an
crossbow?
action.
You can use a bonus action to switch heartstring
use a
between
bonus
its
action.
violin and crossbow configurations. So you want to
but
use your.
I need to be from stealth, and so I'd have to use a stealth action as a bonus too. So I'm a little
Well,
tight
right
on
now,
extra
I mean, they know somebody's playing the violin, but you have
Mhm.
not been seen.
Right. So ideally, what I like to do is I'd like to fire the crossbow. I use a bonus action to switch it, and then fire the crossbow down with the sneak attack damage. Or, since I'm inquisitive, what I will do is the first thing I'd like to do is to use my class feature.
Okay.
Preferably, I'd like to get in a position where I can see them, and I'd like to use insightful fighting as a bonus action.
Okay.
So that I can I make an insight check against a creature that I can see, contested by the deception, and that way I get permanent advantage on them. Or no, sorry, it's not permanent advantage. I can use my sneak attack even if I don't have advantage, but not if I have disadvantage.
Okay.
That makes
The
sense.
only question I have for you is if you're going to burn your bonus action on that, you still have a violin and not a crossbow.
That's right. I just like to start and make sure this works, because I think
Okay,
what I do
sure.
after is different. So I want to peek my head around a corner. Hopefully I can remain unseen while doing this, but if I can't, oh well. And I'm going to get insightful fighting on the big bad.
The big bad. Okay. And it's against his deception.
His deception. And I do an insight roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll your insight check.
22.
Ooh, I think that's going to beat him, even though he's good at it. Yep, that definitely beats him. So
Okay, so now I can. Shit! I gave away my darts. What else I got here?
Okay, so you have it for 1 minute.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's like 10 rounds or whatever. I don't have my darts. No. Ideally, am I stealth from them or not right now?
You don't really know. You would require a stealth check if you wanted to do anything sneaky. You can't use an action to hide, but they know somebody's back there. They know somebody's playing the violin. They don't know exactly where. You filled the area with sound, so they don't know that there is a person right there, but they know there is someone else in that area.
Okay. I can use an action to stealth, though, I think. I have cunning action. I can take a bonus action to. Oh, no, the hide action is just a basic action. I can't hide.
Yeah, you could do that.
So I'm going to hide.
Okay.
I want to ideally hide somewhere where I can fire my crossbow from on my next turn. But I want to hide and make sure I'm completely unseen. That's most important.
Okay, go ahead and make
because we don't have a
stealth-
physical layout, I don't know exactly where hiding is, but 22 for my stealth check.
Okay, that's pretty darn good. You
Remember, I only have 4
plenty-
hit points. I got to be careful.
You have plenty of movement. Do you want to stay about the same distance? Do you want to get any closer? Do you want to get further away?
Ideally, I want to be somewhere where I can pop out and fire, because in the next turn, I'm going to transform my crossbow and fire the crossbow from a position that they can't see.
Okay.
So if there's a place for that, then that's where I want to be for stealth.
We'll say that you duck around the far side of the shelves,
Mhm.
of the stacks, and come around the other row. And the reason is you just want to be able to be not in line of sight of Garpoon, because he is right now standing just on the outside. So if you popped out, you'd be popping out into his back at the moment. So
Okay.
you are currently behind shelves. They know someone's in that area, but they don't know where you are. You are considered hidden at the moment.
Sweet. Nice.
Next up is the crossbowman, who is going to try and take a shot with disadvantage at the book that's attacking him. He fails. He's lines it up, and I forgot to roll initiative on the book. We'll just say it goes after him. So. Crossbowman. So he fires up at the book, and it just misses. It just sails right past him, and the book turns around in response and flies back into him and hits him again in the face. That brings us to Garpoon. It is your turn.
Yeah, there's only 4 there. Okay. So from a visual standpoint, anybody, the one that's not the bowman, well, let me ask you this. Is the bowman distracted enough that I could do like a run and grapple sort of thing, or unarmed strike, one of the two? In other words,
I mean, it would still be a contest if you wanted to grapple him, but you could definitely do it.
But he's got no reaction at this point. Like I could go now and he can't shoot.
He has a reaction, but you wouldn't be incurring an attack by doing this.
All right. I'm going to attempt to do that. I'm going to run at him, and I'm going to unarmed strike him since I have no weapons.
Okay, the crossbow bandit?
Yeah.
Not bandit. Crossbow cultist.
The crossbow bandit.
The crossbow bandit. Yeah.
I guess now we know what creature I'm pulling the stats from. There it is.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack.
All right. That will be. That's a plus that. Okay.
And let's see for Garpoon. Yeah, it'll be a roll plus 5.
21. That's 16 plus 5. Yeah, 21.
Okay, so Garpoon, you come running forward after throwing this book, and the bandit's just fired. He got bashed by a book. He turns around. How much damage does it do?
4, it says.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything special happening. Let me just make sure. Yeah,
with
4.
an unarmed strike, it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, it's just straight damage. It's just flat. You don't have.
You have
to
a high
roll
strength,
anything.
so 4 sounds right.
Yeah, 4 is correct, and it is, if it matters, bludgeoning damage.
So you come running up and just, and he turns and looks at you, and your fist hits him right in the chin, and you see his head just spin, and you hear a pop, and he crumples.
Sweet.
Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna look down at the ground at his crumpled, broken neck body, and I'm gonna yell like a Klingon at a funeral. I'm gonna go, Garpoon! And that's my turn.
Non-lethal Garpoon.
You hear from the books.
All right, that is going to bring us to Jadar's turn. Let's see what he can do.
He can scold them about being violent in the library.
He's almost dead. He can live with this one time. He'll
So,
be fine.
Jadar pulls himself up and starts limping forward towards the other cultist. And he produces a small blade from his robe, and he goes to lunge at him, take a stab at him, and he, I think, is gonna miss. He does. So Jadar misses his attack, and that brings us back to the head cultist, who just dodged out of the way. He looks down at Jadar, and he looks up at you, and he just says, "It doesn't have to be like this." And he reaches down, and he pulls out a curved scimitar, and he produces, in the other hand, a dagger. And he's going to take 2 swipes at Jadar.
We're not accidentally killing friendlies again here, are we?
Doesn't seem to be friendly, but
Okay.
you know,
It
it's up
doesn't
to
have to
you.
be like this. He's
Look,
he's
Bo, the
McDonald's
world is your
delivery guy.
oyster. You can be friends with whoever you want to be. If this is your guy, you can be friends with this guy. So he swings the scimitar, and you see Jadar just turn out of the way, but he plunges the dagger into Jadar's chest as he turns, and you see Jadar's arms go limp. He hasn't collapsed, but he's looking real bad right now. That brings us to Baffo.
Okay. So do I have a clear shot?
You do. If you pop out, you have a clear shot.
Yeah. So bonus action. I stopped playing violin because I was playing violin this whole time.
Okay.
I hit the button on the violin, and in one swift motion, the violin swings and transforms into hand crossbow with the string fully out. And then I pop around the corner. It comes preloaded with a knocked bolt for the first one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what it says here?
It sounds cool, so I'm gonna say yes.
All right. And I fire for sneak attack. Like, I have advantage because I'm in stealth. Fire my crossbow. Well, the high roll is an 8. Plus 5 is 12. Or 13. 13.
Does not hit. The crossbow bolt goes out, and you just see he ducks to the side, and just pink, it hits the wall behind him.
Okay, so I want to stay where I am. Presumably, I also am still. You might see where it came from, but I'm under 3/4 cover, hopefully, from a bookshelf.
Yeah, you're definitely
Plus 5 to AC kind of deal. All right.
Yep.
That's my turn.
All right, a magical book that is hovering around.
Oh no!
Flies.
It's a chaos agent. Might hit anybody.
Flies at you, Garpoon, and you're ready for it. You just punch this guy. The book was already flying at him, and you just dodge to the side as the book sails past you.
Okay. Is it the same book? Same book as it was that I threw earlier?
Yep, it's still flying around doing book things.
It's a real bastard, that book.
All right, Garpoon, it is your turn.
All right, Gator. Sorry, what's his name?
Jadar.
Jadar is right in front of me on the ground, or he just got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
I would like to run and lunge and tackle and grapple dude who did it.
Okay.
Mr. Low Talker, it doesn't have to be like this guy.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
All right. This is a good one for me. That would be a 20, not natural.
Okay. So you run and just grab him and wrap your arms around him, and he is grappled by you.
Okay.
Nice.
That's my turn, I guess. I'll just hold him. I'm going to hold him. I mean, I can't do anything else. That's my action.
Is there 2 left or 1 left?
There's only one left, the head guy.
Yeah, I broke necks. You played violin.
I shot an arrow.
Just teasing.
Yeah, I know. I did totally play violin. Okay, so you have him grappled.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on your turn?
No. I mean, nothing else I really can do.
Is it my
Or
turn?
I'll just, you know what I'll say? I'll say, I got him! Shit, rabbit, I got him! And that's it. That's my turn.
I like how it was ferret last week, and this week it's shit rabbit.
Oh, was it shit ferret? What did I call you last week? Just ferret?
Ferret.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
changing.
I'm just trying to think maybe if you're just changing your MO. Or I'm just rabbit now.
I don't know.
It's like a shit wizard, but for rabbits.
Right.
All right, so Jadar, who's looking real bad, suddenly you just see him just, and he lets out a growl, and he stands up and he pulls the dagger out of his own chest,
Oh, that's bad.
and he stabs it into the cultist.
No.
Why are you upset?
He
about
wants to
that?
question the cultist pretty bad.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, you don't have to. You do what you're doing.
I just suddenly
You do
thought
it.
Bo had changed allegiances, and I was like,
No. Also, I think when you get stabbed, you're not supposed to pull the knife out because the bleeding will be crazy and he'll die now. So
well, he's
it's a double no for him. Like, no, the ignorance is overwhelming.
he's in a bit of a bad way. Okay, so that is actually a critical hit that hit him.
Oh shit.
But he stabs him, and you see it hit. You see it hit the robe, and when it does, the robe pulls back a little, and you can see he's wearing some leather armor underneath it. And you see the blade sink in, but it's kind of off to the side, and it definitely hurts him. And you see the cultist wince, but it doesn't look like it did a lot.
Whoa, on a critical hit?
Nope.
Wow.
Well, he didn't roll very well, but also
Oh.
yeah, he's got a decent grip of hit points.
Okay, maybe we should be concerned.
That's going to take it back to the cultist's turn. And he, even while he's grappled by you, I believe he still gets to make an attack if he likes.
He gets disadvantage, I think.
It just becomes 0. It can't move. Okay, so he takes his weight and he shifts it. And even though his arms are kind of pinned to his side, he doesn't have his dagger, but he shifts and spins to where his scimitar comes around right at Jadar.
Uh-oh.
And Jadar jumps back. It does not hit him.
Wow.
And he continues to remain grappled by you, Garpoon, which brings it to Baffo's turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek around the corner. Do I have a line of... Is Garpoon... Does he have the grapple in a place where I can shoot at it, or...
Yeah, he's behind him, so you have a clear shot.
I have a clear shot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to attack with my crossbow,
Mhm.
which is going to be non-lethal. So
I believe non-lethal can only be determined by a melee attack.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I can non-lethal anything.
All right, we'll give it to you. Go ahead and say non-lethal. I'll tell you, it probably doesn't matter.
Jay,
It
go
might not.
give
You
it to
might
you.
be right. Like we can look at that as I'm not feeling certain about it either. Yeah, I'm gonna non-lethal it. I nubbed the edge of the bolt to make it blunt.
Okay.
20. Not that, like with modifiers.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Uh, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Okay. Did that include sneak attack?
Oh, it did not. Oopsies. Thank
Go
you
ahead
for the
and
reminder.
roll sneak attack damage on it.
I love sneak attack because it means I do more damage.
Because you
21.
well, wait a minute. Does your ability? Yeah, you get sneak attack whenever you hit and you have advantage, right?
Yeah, or because of insightful fighting, I
Right.
I just get it because of insightful fighting. So I know this
Right.
guy's weaknesses.
So,
So I'm able to, so it's 21.
is that 21 total or 21 extra?
21 total. 21 total. I rolled a 5 and a 6 for my 2d6 sneak attack.
Okay. So
It's a good roll.
that would be that. Okay, that's whew. All right, so you jump out, you fire your non-lethal crossbow, and it just hits right in, and he just it hurt. So that was a very powerful non-lethal hit. And anything else for your turn?
No, if he's not down, then no.
Okay. That brings us to Garpoon. You currently have him grappled. Just because we don't have a map to use, we're using Theater of the Mind. I will point it out. He currently has. There's currently a longsword on the ground by Jadar, who he dropped when he got hit, and he's holding on to a dagger that is embedded in the cultist currently, trembling a bit.
The cultist that I'm grappling has the dagger in him. Okay.
Stabbed into his side. Just so you get a full lay of the battleground. You don't necessarily have to do that. A crossbow bolt just went into him.
I would like to persuade him to give up, and I will do it by I'll probably intimidate him. But I'm going to say, stop and you'll live. Struggle and die.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Okay. Oh, I thought I had more in intimidation. Shit. Oh well. Oops. Still worth trying. A 9?
Okay. While you're holding him,
Yeah.
even through gritted teeth from the crossbow bolt, he just says, "You grossly overestimate your chances."
Oh, he sounds high level.
He does.
Every time John does that, I get scared. Uh-oh.
All right. Then I'll retain my grip. I don't have. I mean, was my intimidation my action? Or is that a bonus action? I mean, not a bonus action, but is it a thing? I don't know how that works.
It was your action to try and intimidate him to get him down. You still have a bonus action if you'd like.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna tighten my grip, and not let go. So, yeah, that's not really a bonus action. Just kind of gonna keep it up till my next turn.
Okay. Jadar, still fury in his eyes, pulls out the dagger and plunges it at the cultist again, and hits him again.
Oh shit.
And so he yanks the dagger out. You just see him, and he just shoves the blade right back in, almost right where it was again. Just gives him another good stab. The cultist, on the other hand, is going to once again, even being held as tight as he is by Garpoon, every now and then, Garpoon, he just swings himself just enough to where that hooked blade that he has in his hands manages to pass into the path of Jadar. And this time, Jadar's just a little, you can see his actions slowing down as he's throwing these dagger thrusts. And this time, he's just a little too slow in pulling back. And you see the scimitar come and slice across his chest.
Jadar's chest.
Jadar go limp. Ugh. And he collapses down. The dagger still stuck inside the cultist, which he then reaches down, pulls from the wound, and now aims backwards at you.
Okay.
So let's see.
He killed Jadar.
He got 2 actions out of that, kind of a sneaky way. Jadar slice.
He does. He has a multi-attack.
Yeah.
That's a 12 to hit.
All right, that doesn't hit because I'm a 16.
Okay. So he tries to bring the dagger back at you, but it fails, comes up short. That is going to be it for his turn. Baffo, it is you.
So during the downtime between turns, I did look up, and you were indeed correct. knocking unconscious is a melee blow and not done with ranged weapons. So, but I only have 4 hit points, so this guy's got to die. As long as I'm still in stealth, I'm going to knock another bolt and fire away. 13 plus 5 is 18.
I don't think you're still in stealth. Like, your stealth is broken at this point, but I think you can still get your
I'm still
sneak
getting
attack
it
because of right.
Insightful fighting.
So you don't have any advantage on the roll, I don't think. It doesn't give you advantage, right? It just gives you the ability to apply your sneak
no,
attack.
it doesn't. Yeah, but then I can stealth as a bonus action if you'd like on my turn, and then take the shot. Like I can find a new position and stealth.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, so 23 for stealth roll.
23 hits.
Yeah, and then I guess I'll reroll
Oh,
it.
that wasn't the attack. That was your stealth.
That was my stealth roll. Yeah, and then the new roll is 11 plus 5 is 16.
16 is gonna hit.
11 and a 4.
Yep,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
then it's damage time. So this dice. Baseline damage is 5 plus 3 is 8, and then the sneak attack is another 9. So 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
And it's lethal, everybody. Sorry.
Sorry, can't question
Hey.
him now.
Hey, that's fine.
But we can
didn't-
stabilize him though, so we can still, we can still fix this.
Oops, hold on.
Although
I'm
poor
bad at
Jadar.
Yeah.
Is Jadar rolling death saves, or is he just dead?
He seems pretty dead, but you don't know. You can't check vitals right now, and you're across the room. Okay. So
That's why Anduin can't res Sarfang. Anyway, go ahead.
that brings us to Garpoon. It is your turn.
All right, I am going to attempt to disarm him. And I've never done this. Can I do that?
Let's
Do you have a
take look.
disarming strike?
I don't. Hold on. I can cast spell, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help, hide, improvise, ready, steady, search, shove, or use an object.
I mean, I will say it. Oh, you have a disarming attack.
I
when
do?
you hit with a weapon attack and expend a superiority die, you can try. Unfortunately, you don't have a weapon.
Yeah, I don't have. That's what I mean. Is I'm weaponless, so I don't think that's an
Now,
option.
there is a longsword on the ground, but you would have to stop grappling him to pick it up.
Can I?
Kind of great.
Is it possible for me to shove him away from me and then run and grab that sword and be ready with it?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can do that.
I'll do that. So I'm going to shove him.
Okay. So that is going to take your attack action.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see. We don't use that very often, so I'm just taking a look.
Is it
So
possible
go
to
ahead
shove? Can I
and
shove?
make an athletics check.
Can I shove him prone, or is that an option?
Well, I think if you're going to shove him or do anything with him, it's an action, but you can just let him go. Quickly pick up the sword as your free action, one object, and then attack.
Yeah, you could do that as well.
Oh, am I close
If
enough?
you shove him, that's action. There's like shoving and pulling and all that.
Right. That's what I thought. It's because I had a distance to get to that sword. Is it handy? To
You will have to navigate around him, but you won't incur a reaction from it.
All right, let's do that.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll do that instead. I thought I had to run to it, so that's cool. I mean, like it was,
Okay.
some yards away or something. So I'm gonna let him go, reach, go for the sword, come back up, and hit him in his stupid face.
Okay, go ahead, and I think you already have a longsword in your inventory,
I do.
so that's good. That's why I picked it, honestly. So go ahead and use that for your attack.
We'd be
I was like,
digging
who had a
around.
longsword?
No,
Like,
we'd be digging around for like clubs or some other shit, not knowing how they work. That's a good idea. I
Jadar
like it.
made us disarm, and there's just a longsword lying around in here.
It's all good. So
He
I
had
need
it.
to.
It was Jadar's weapon.
Oh, it was Jadar's weapon.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had it.
All right, here's hit.
That makes sense.
Well, I hear police sirens. All right, here we go.
Yep, they're coming for you. They know.
That is a 17 to hit.
Oh.
17 hits.
Yep. And then That will be, I haven't looked at this in a bit. Let's see, 1d8 plus 3. Yeah, 1d8 plus 3.
And then superiority diet.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You can add it to your damage. So you roll the d8, add it, the extra d8 you add to your damage, and then
right.
the effect takes place.
So hold on. So I do this strike.
So which one are you doing? You're doing the disarming strike?
No, I'm doing just a regular old ass long sword strike.
Right, but what are you using your superiority die for? Or are you not going to do that?
I was thinking about using it for extra damage because that's how it can work, right?
That's a part of it. It's built into the disarming strike.
Yeah, disarming strike is you roll the d8, you get the damage to add on top of it, and they get a chance to disarm.
Oh,
you get all of it.
I get all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm doing then. I'm totally going to do that. So I guess what I'm saying as far as rolling goes, I need to roll 1d8 plus 3.
Yes.
Then the 48, right?
No, you do. Here's what you're rolling total. Roll 2d8 and add 3 to it.
Oh, okay. Now okay, I got it. Sorry. That was dumb. 2d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. 11.
That's pretty good.
1, a 7, and a 3.
Nothing to scoff at.
But you have the disarm now.
Right.
Let me see if he succeeds on his save. I think he did. He did. So you pick up this long sword and you slash him, and you kind of aim for the arm, trying to knock one of his weapons out of his hand, and he takes a lot of damage from the hit, but he keeps a grip on his weapon.
Okay, so no disarm.
And that's your turn.
That is my turn. Yes.
Okay. That brings us around to him, and he is going to look at you, and he's just going to say, "It didn't have to be like this. You could have just given us the journal." And he is going to swing at you with his scimitar.
Okay.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That would hit me.
Those are great sound effects.
Got me. Totally got me.
Okay. That's going to be 9 points of damage to you.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm fine, yeah. That puts me at 7. I have 7 points of damage left.
Oh, we're already at 7?
Yeah.
Frick, we're low level. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's rough.
My HP. Well, it's because of that first death I had or whatever, near-death experience.
Didn't you refill your hit points to full or just a little bit?
Just a little bit. It wasn't enough for full.
Shit, you've only got 3 more than me now.
I know.
Then he is going to take his multi-attack and try and hit you with his dagger.
Oh, good.
Great.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah. I'm a 16. Perfect. Nice job. Lucky die. What's the damage?
That is going to be 5 points of damage.
I have 2 points left, Bo.
I'll have to make that last hit count. No more rolling ones, Garpoon.
Mm-mm.
All right.
And then he spins around, hits you with the scimitar, stabs you with the dagger, and he says, "All it takes is handing it over. You can walk out of here."
God, how does he still have energy to talk? He's taking like 50 points of damage.
It is Buffo's turn.
Yeah, seeing my friends, my Garpoon get stabbed, I'm like, you face Baffo! I spring around the corner and wait, do I get it? Oh no, I have to stealth first before I can do something like that. I'm not going to stealth this time, so I just have to do a vanilla roll. I rolled 2 dice.
Okay.
12 plus 5 is 17.
That is a hit.
Okay, I fire the crossbow I do 6 plus 3 is 9 for my basic damage, and then 7 sneak attacks, so 16 points of damage.
Explain how you kill the cultist.
Yes.
Ah, shit! An arrow right between the eyes. The crossbow bolt just like. Whoop.
Okay, so he's, fighting Garpoon. He's just hit him. He's sneering. And from behind, he hears, in not quite as resounding of a threat, "You face Baffo!" And he turns to see exactly what's happening as a crossbow bolt just thunk right through his head. And he
Sweet.
crumples to the ground, dead.
Nice.
I did it, Baffo. I did it, Garpoon.
Well done.
I was you for a minute.
That's copyrighted. You can't use it again.
I feel exhilarated.
Yeah,
This is how it feels to kill a man.
It does.
I don't think I've actually killed anyone before.
You've grown 3 inches this day, shit rabbit. Well done.
Oh, you know what? I forgot something.
Oh no! You forgot a whole cultist or something.
There is a book that we'll say was vigorously attempting to attack Garpoon several rounds ago and flew way too far when it tried an attack. But it has circled around now and is flying at, let's say, it could go towards either of you. We'll say evens is Garpoon, odds is Baffo. It's odds.
I realize you're picking one of us to die because we both have like 2 hit points.
It comes flying at you, Baffo,
Right.
with a 9 to hit.
It's a miss.
All right. So you're celebrating a moment of triumph, moment of success, and all of a sudden a book just like Jaws comes out of nowhere and snaps at you.
If
But
I
you managed to
grapple
pull
this thing,
yourself
can I
back.
keep it from biting anymore? If I grapple it?
You can try.
I mean, it's a book. How strong is it, right?
Find out.
All right, I attempt to
are you gonna
grapple
do
the
it?
book. Yeah.
Okay. Make a athletics check.
Oh, shit. 2.
It rolled a 4, so you go
Oh, that's even worse. I could have had a chance.
you go to grapple it, and there's a saying, go where it's gonna be, not where it is, and you just kind of where the book is, and it just flies up out of range of you.
Wow.
Garpoon, help me keep this book under control.
You missed it.
All right. Do I have a turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just didn't know if it was the book's turn. I guess he already had his turn. Let's do another longsword attack on that thing. I'll rush up to it and
Are you
slash at it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack. It is up in the air, having dodged Baffo.
Oh, okay.
So it will be an attack with disadvantage.
Oh, damn it. All right. Oh, that first one was good. Oh, it's not too bad. 18?
Okay. You see this book. What do you yell as you leap into the air and bring your longsword down at this book?
You face Garpoon.
I gotta have a good one. Hold on. All right.
Think of a one-liner like "the library's closed" or something like that.
Let's see. I'm gonna say. No, I can't. I was gonna sing the whole Reading Rainbow song as Garpoon, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
A little long.
I'll say. No more late fees for you. Because he's used to a traditional library, back where he's from. Not the solar mines, but somewhere else like that. Anyway.
The molar signs.
Molar signs. Jumps up. Slunk. As hard as he can right through that book.
All right. You cut it clean in half. It goes flying. Pages go scattering all over the place and begin to descend down around you. Library grows quiet again.
Oh, boy.
Except for the sound of a thump, thump, thump up the stairs.
Back. Hello.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, did I cut out for a moment?
You didn't for me, just for Bo.
For me, I had a freeze of about like a.
Oh, okay. So the library's grown quiet except for a thump, thump.
I wanted to ask,
as somebody is coming up the stairs.
Mhm.
I wanted to ask, was there anything interesting on the pages as Garpoon sliced it? Is there anything cool on them that I could see?
I mean, you can take a look at the pages if you want.
You know, it's just
as it's going through the air.
I catch the glimpse of anything interesting as I look at the pages.
It's dark. You don't really see anything particularly interesting. You do have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I do.
Which
but
I
mean,
think
you know,
lets
only
you
if it's
see
exciting.
grayscale.
You know.
Yeah, no, there's nothing particularly interesting.
That's fine. I just wondered if there's like a fireball.
What you would see, because there's really it doesn't particularly matter, but you would see that the pages do initially have some writing, some intricate glyph type work, but it is glowing a soft red and vanishing, turning the pages completely blank as it scatters.
Oh, vanishing ink.
Thump,
It's fine.
thump, thump. You hear more footsteps.
Stealth, into stealth. It's the Goliath. Who knows what kind of temper he's in? I'm stealthing. Natural 20. So 20.
Nice.
My roll with it would be 25 for stealth.
You are stealth. You duck back behind the shelves. Garpoon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna.
You should hide, Garpoon.
Is it the same? It's the same area that those guys emerged from. That door area there. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna run back to where I was hiding behind the shelves before, and take my position of sort of where I can peek.
Not this spot. This is my spot. Find your own spot, Garpoon.
Move over, shit rabbit. Move.
As you peek between the shelves and watch, you see another cultist emerge.
Oh,
He
shit.
rushes over and checks the boss. Immediately a crossbow comes up. He starts looking around, very tense. He starts slowly moving down, looking between the stacks as he's moving down the central aisle.
Can I get a beat on him with my crossbow?
You could.
Okay, I'm gonna mouth to Garpoon. I'm saying when I shoot, you go in after him.
Now, one question. I
glad you
believe
told me.
Heartstring only has 5 bolts if you just had the violin with you. Which I don't think you've expelled all 5, but I think this might be the 5th. Let me take a look at the
probably
equipment.
at 5th. I have quantity of 5 bolts. I don't know why I've only got 5 bolts, but I do.
Well, the idea is that you do have separate bolts, like crossbow bolts that you carry, but that would have been left behind with your
No, that's
weaponry.
that's my ammunition in my inventory. Like,
Oh, you
I
really
get-
do only
I
have
get that.
5?
yeah, the case can hide 5 crossbow bolts, but I literally only have 5.
All right,
I
well,
mean, I
you have
didn't
a-
really. I probably could have added some, or we could have talked about it before the show, but I didn't. I have 5.
Yeah. Either
gonna
way,
shoot.
right now you're down to
My last one.
there will be more once you have access to your weaponry.
I could have looted that guy and took his bolts. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of crossbow bolts available to you at the moment. But
This guy looks like a weak guy though.
Weaky.
He's a
Okay.
weakie.
He's a real weaky.
he is wearing only a half mask, if that's any indication you would like to go by.
So does Garpoon look at me like he understands, or is Garpoon like?
Well, remind me what you whispered again, because I can't. I'm horrible at reading lips.
Oh, and we're in the dark. You can't even see my mouth.
Yeah, so I
You don't
can't
have
see
dark vision.
anyway. Yeah, you'd have to whisper
Okay,
it.
So
whisper it.
you feel some fur on your ear, and there's a wetness of my snout. You know, like a wet animal's nose in your ear, and you hear my tongue flick around, all
Ugh.
ASMR style,
Ugh.
as I go. When I shoot the crossbow, go after the charge. Garpoon that guy.
Okay, get out of my ear, you piece of shit. But a good
And now
plan. Good plan.
Your ear is now completely drenched. It's like full of my
frick!
saliva.
I'm just gonna go. Not make a lot of noise, but just kind of try to rub my ear out. Vacuous little shit rabbit with your slobbery mouth.
Does the cultist hear that?
No, you're far enough back right now. It's fine.
All right,
Okay. All right, so we're gonna launch our plan to just full on assault this guy.
let's do it.
Okay. With a cumulative 6 hit points?
We've got to kill him before he has a chance to react back to us. So we want a surprise round on him.
Okay.
Seems
Go
bad.
ahead and
Are you firing first? You're firing
go ahead
first.
and
Yeah.
go ahead and launch your attack.
19.
That hits. Yeah.
5 plus 3 is 8. Plus my sneak attack of 7 is 15.
Okay. You see the bandit stepping through, or not the bandit. Jeez, I'm gonna keep saying that. Yeah, the cultist stepping through, and body drops. He's dead.
Oh, is this what it feels like to kill? It's amazing.
You just killed somebody.
I know, but this is my second time. I mean, I've got a second rush.
It gets easier.
I don't know. The first one was pretty easy. I just feel great. I didn't think I'd feel this good. I thought I'd feel guilty.
You've turned a real corner here tonight. No,
Why don't we solve more of our problems this way, just by killing people?
Welcome to my planet. That's how I get it done.
What's a planet? I don't think we have planets in this kingdom. I've never heard of that before.
World. Welcome to my world.
Oh.
All right. Are you sure he's dead?
Not that sure.
I'm not going to go look. You do it.
All right. I'm going to stealthily on all fours move up to the corpse and bat its face. You know, the way cats actually do.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I stealth roll?
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
18.
Okay, you creep up to the cultist body laying there. Lean over him. Pat, 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 pat. No response.
All right, I take his crossbow bolts. If he's got any, they're mine. How many are there?
Go ahead and add 15 crossbow bolts to your
sweet.
inventory.
All right, I loot his body. Oh, thank you. That's helpful. Just Jadar, from my vantage point, does Jadar look?
You said Jizz Jadar. Go ahead, though.
I didn't mean to say that. Just Jadar is Jadar.
Never before has there been a name you two have struggled more with than that one.
I know,
think.
it's like 2 simple syllables. It couldn't be easier, but I don't know what our problem is.
He's not moving. There's been no movement since he fell.
All right, I'm gonna also sneakily on all fours bat his face a bit.
Okay.
Jadar, jizz no more.
Pat, 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 pat. Pat his face.
Yeah.
No reaction.
All right, I loot his body.
Okay, you find. Let's see here. One moment. All right, you find 5 gold, 10 silver. You find a small dagger.
I'm gonna leave the silver and gold there.
Okay.
Dagger. Yeah, I think I'd leave the dagger too. Honestly, I'm looking for I'm looking for anything interesting, not just.
He also has a staff. He did not use in the combat, but it's just a standard quarterstaff. I hear myself.
I think that was Discord being weird. That's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you repeat too, for the record. Let the record show. All right, I want to listen to see if there's going to be any more visitors from outside the dark archives.
Okay,
There's
you are.
going to be another fight. Yeah.
You are about two stories up. So if you want to get a better idea, you are going to have to creep over by that door. Is that where you're going to?
Yeah, I'd like to sneakily go to the door and just make sure. Like, are we going to be here all day doing this?
Okay, roll another stealth check.
22. Man, I love rolling stealth checks.
Yeah, that's good. You're good at it. Feline reflexes at work right there. You creep up to the door. You kind of pop your head around. With your dark vision, you don't see anybody on the stairs itself, and you listen. And go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at percepting too. This is great. So 16. I rolled a 9 plus 7 is 16.
Okay. You hear faint sounds of combat, it sounds like. You hear sounds of metal striking. You hear some shouts. Nothing that immediately sets off somebody's coming up this way, but there is definitely chaos going on in the library.
Okay. Gapoon! There's more fighting, but we are severely injured. We'll probably have to sneak our way out and let them have their way with this library. We have the book.
You know I'm not much of a sneaker.
I know, but the only alternative is to die. Unless I scratch my head, I stand up, and I go to there's that pile of books. Remember the books, the ones that came alive? What are we calling them? Like a special case of very magical books?
Yeah.
And I
wait, are you talking about the ones that were flying around or the ones with the glass case over it?
The ones that were attacking me.
Okay, yeah.
Those were from yeah. And I go, oh, great books. Give us your knowledge on how to heal our wounds. And I raise my tail goes out, my two hands go out in a big show, but I'm at a safe distance so they can't bite me.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, it's not my strong suit. 1.
Okay, you make your statement, and the book closest to you, you feel just a breeze, and you smell the moldy pages as it snaps. It flies out and snaps directly in front of your nose, and then hovers for a moment, and then settles back to the shelf.
That didn't work out, Poon.
No. You're pretty bad at it.
You try it. Ask the books for help.
Right. I'll do that. You want me to do my persuasion roll? What do you want? What do you think, John?
Yes,
Persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead.
All
do
right.
it. Let's see it.
Wait, do I have a...
Well, hold on. Let me ask. Are you persuading the books or are you intimidating the books?
I'm going to intimidate the books because persuasion, I literally have a -1 to persuasion. So I'm going to intimidate.
Go ahead and intimidate some books.
All right. 14.
Okay. You, what do you say to the books?
I say, yo, oi, books. I never read one of you I liked. Stupid endings, bad character creation, terrible plot holes. You're a raggedy piece of shit. And if I hide my way, I'd burn you to the ground. That's it.
Gapoon, you've solved it. We need to make a distraction in order to sneak out carefully. We set the place on fire and then we sneak out.
Well,
I know we've been chastised for it, and honestly, I know it's a bad idea, but at the same time, I'm not sure how we're going to escape.
the librarian is dead. Therefore, all bets are off. Let's set it aflame and go.
All right, but not this area, because this area is enclosed. We need to get to the other open area, set it on fire, and make our way to Margit.
Right.
You ready for this?
Lead the way, shit rabbit.
Thank
Well,
you,
that you
books.
didn't even wait to see if the intimidation worked. You just assumed it didn't. It was like, all right, we'll move on to plan B.
Did it work? Did anything
No,
happen?
it didn't. They just sat there. But I just liked that nobody cared about the result. It
Well,
was just,
the way Bo was just like, all right, oh, it worked. And then we just kept talking. I'm like, did it though? And then I forgot
Well, you
that it
said
didn't.
something that gave me an idea. That's why you're like, when you were intimidating them, you had a brilliant idea about setting them on fire. And I'm like,
Turns out it didn't work at all. Yeah.
all right. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to resume stealth mode and make my way back into the main stacks of the library without being seen.
Okay. Are
Hopefully.
you going with him, Garpoon?
Yeah.
Like, if there's a risk of me being seen, I'll stop and pull back. So I'm being careful.
And I will
moving
stay
down
some
the library.
distance behind him for that reason. I'll try not to be right up on
Okay.
him.
Stealth checks from both of you, please.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Roll 17 alone.
I actually have a +1 to stealth. I forgot. That's great. Hold on. Sorry.
Well, you're a mercenary. You've had to do some business.
I have a 11.
11. Okay.
Not too bad. Do I still have his succubus porn book in my bag?
You do.
Cool.
All right. The two of you go to the stairwell, and you continue to hear what you heard before. You hear the sounds of fighting, yelling, and you begin to creep down the stairs. You get to the bottom. You peek into the room, and you can see the lights and hear sounds definitely louder now going on in the room. Nothing in your immediate vicinity. There's no enemies that you can actually make out, but they're not far. They're definitely in this section of the library. Whether or not there's more beyond this section, you don't know. But for sure there's some in this room. You are now at the bottom entryway.
All right.
Okay.
I think maybe now is when we start the fire.
Oh, do you have a what do you have? I got no matches. I have no
I
flint.
thought you had a flint and tinder last time. Did
Oh
they take
shit!
them from you?
Maybe I do. Did you steal it? You piece
They
of.
would have definitely confiscated the flint and tinder.
Okay.
But they didn't, or did they? It was never mentioned before.
Okay, we will do this. I'm going to roll for Jadar an intelligence check. I'm going to have Garpoon.
Never mind. It's okay. I've got one of my own.
Mine says it's
Okay.
gone, so I don't even have. I think I never had a tinderbox.
But does he lose his tinderbox?
Who, me
Uh,
or him?
No, don't eat. No, I'm gonna lose mine. I give mine to Gerp, and I'll unequip mine.
Gerp. He keeps calling me Gerp. I love it.
Gerpoon, sorry. All right, so I've unequipped it from myself. I don't have it anymore.
Okay, so you
I just
pass
keep
it.
his.
You
So I
pass it over to Garpoon.
I give Garpoon the tinderbox, and I go, here, you're good at this.
Okay. Hold on. Why it didn't work? It's not working. Tinderbox. Give me one. Okay. Wait, it's not working. Okay. Well, that's great. Let's just know I have it. For some
Yes,
reason,
you have one.
this doesn't work. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
For all intent and purposes, you have one.
All right. All right. What you should want me to do with it?
I want you to light the library on fire like we threatened to do last time, except this time we're doing it for real.
We need something
So
I can
that's-
light on fire here and then throw.
I take out like 3 or 4 books in between my claws, and I'm like, here, light them all, light all 4 of these on fire.
Now, you're not in a place right now where there are books. You are at the entryway to the Dark Archive. If you are going to try and get books, you are going to have to step out and acquire them.
Okay, can I get? All right, I have a question with the stacks.
Sure.
Like, there's space over top, right? So if I want to fire books all around the library, I can.
Yeah, you can
Once
do
they're
that.
on fire. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Can
we
I
need
go
the
back upstairs and get the books from the dark rather than sneak out?
Yeah, if you wanted to go get books from upstairs, you could. It's going to take
Okay.
time, but that's
Yeah,
something you can
I'm gonna go
definitely
back upstairs, get 4 books, and come down with them.
do. Okay. I need stealth checks from both of you.
All right.
Stay hiding, Scarpoon.
Scarpoon.
19. Scarpoon.
10.
19.
10's not great.
10. Okay, give me a moment.
Yo.
Okay. Baffo, you go creeping back up the stairs, and I imagine you're not really picky about what books you grab.
As long as they look flammable, yeah. And
Okay.
non-sentient. If I'm gonna do a little sentient test by tapping them on the
Okay.
spine before.
So you're
before
not
picking them
going
up.
to a section where they're chained to anything. You're just
No,
grabbing
no.
books. Okay. So
Yeah.
you go up, you grab you grab how many books?
4.
4. Okay, you grab 4 books. You have 4 books. Garpoon,
Mm.
as you are peeking around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of duck back for a moment, and you notice that your weapons and equipment that you had confiscated are still sitting by the entry. They haven't been moved. They haven't been touched.
So they're still there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of realize this and poke your head out, kind of just a disbelieving, oh, there they are. And there is a masked figure looking at you when you pop your head back out.
Standing by my stuff.
He's a bit away, but this cultist is wearing the full mask.
And he can
Oh,
see
shit,
me.
he's got like 58 points.
He can see me from here. So when you
You
say,
don't know, but
oh,
you
okay.
popped your head out, popped your head back, and there was a mask looking up at you.
Shit, rabbit. We have a.
Baffo, you are making your way downstairs right now.
Oh, he's not with me.
Are you stealthing your way back down?
I mean, yeah. It's always stealth.
You're
I'm
creeping-
always if the answer is am I trying to stealth, it's always yes in this
okay.
library.
So you are creeping down the stairs, taking your time to make sure you don't make any noise.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing, Garpoon?
I don't know what I can do from here.
You have 2 hit points left, right?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna try to
Go
confront him. Is he stationary? As best I can tell when I had my quick look. He's not moving.
He wasn't there the first time you popped your head out, so he's moving around. But
Okay.
in the brief window that you had to see him, he was looking at you.
Is there any cover that's better than me just staying by that opening that I could see?
You can kind of run through an open exposed area into the stacks, which provide lots of cover, but also does mean you have to work your way around. There's no direct route anywhere once you've kind of dove into the stacks themselves.
So, is it dark where I am?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, that's a good point.
All right. Garpoon's...
I would assume if you knew you were going into the dark, you picked up one of the lanterns, right? There
Yeah.
were plenty on your way out.
Yeah, but the bigger question I'm asking is if I keep it dark and I pop my face around, I have at least a chance he won't see me unless he's using some dark vision or other magic. So
Possibly, yeah.
yeah, so I would assume that he cannot see in the darkness. And I'd like to just take another look to see if I can, just a quick look to see if I can see where he's moving, if I can pick out a pattern, like maybe he's patrolling or
Okay.
he's, I don't know.
So you go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Perception +3. Alrighty. That will be 5. Jeez.
Okay. You real quick lean out and look in the direction where you saw the masked man before. Nobody's there. You duck back.
He's gone. Do I hear anything?
You hear the sounds of battle around you, yelling,
Okay.
metal.
So that's not really a problem.
Baffo, you are hitting the bottom of the stairs at this point.
And how close is that? How far away is he from me now? Like it's real far?
Hey, he's about 15 feet. He's not far at all.
Okay.
Do I see him?
Yeah, you could see, as you were coming down, you could see Garpoon leaning out. And
All right. I
Locking
hold up
back
the
in.
books and I get set them on fire now, quickly.
Shit. Right. Okay, so bring him over to me. You bring him over to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can he?
Yeah.
I don't want him to get seen. Is the thing. I don't know where that guy's skulking around. So you'll get over there and I'll explain to you that I saw this dude in a full mask with his
okay.
hot.
As you approach him, go ahead and we're not in combat yet, but give me initiative rolls.
Oh boy. $12.
20. 17 plus 3.
Okay. All right, Baffo, you get to Garpoon first. You're handing him the books, correct?
I'm holding them out for him to light on fire, so he has free hands to light them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get over to Garpoon. You you hold out some books. As you are holding them out, Garpoon has his back to the doorway. He's turned
Okay.
to take them, and a masked cultist steps around the corner and begins to draw weapons.
Run!
As he goes to take a stab and make an attack on Garpoon, a figure launches into the cultist. You see a stab, a gout of blood, and you hear, "Run!" as Murget dives on top of the cultist, knocking him down, stabbing him with a dagger. You have a window. Are you going to fight or are you going to flee?
That was for Murget. We're gonna take the window and run.
Wait, we got to light these books on fire.
It is your call. You do not have time to consult with Bo or Baffo on this.
This is a part of the Mass Effect campaign where you have to decide one way or the other what's going to happen. Whether we need Margaret
it is
to die.
your call, Scott. Do not let Bo influence you. What would you do in this moment? It is your turn to act.
I'll yell. It's the only chance we've got. Baffo, and you too, Murget. With me, and then I'll run. And I want him to come with us. I want him to live.
Okay, so you step over this downed cultist that Murget is currently struggling with, and you begin running back towards the direction of the entrance, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm not allowed to influence because I have all kinds of buts and but he's gone.
Because
right?
you're in
You
turn.
can
You're in
can
turns.
throw out whatever buts or rebuttals you want on your turn, which it is. You are standing there. Garpoon has now begun running. He's about 60 feet away from you at this point.
But is he prone? The cultist?
The cultist is, I wouldn't say prone. He got brought down to his knee because he wasn't knocked prone, mechanically speaking. So he is down, not prone.
Is a full mask guy, not a half mask guy.
This is a full mask guy.
Shit. Garpoon's got the books we're sent to protect.
Yeah.
So he should keep running. I feel kind of bad.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? I know you want to burn stuff, but we got.
Well, I want to
book.
burn stuff to make the bigger thing, but I'm more thinking about Murget.
What? That he's bad?
Well, he's a good guy.
Well, yeah, we want to help
Shouldn't
him.
just abandon him.
Yeah, that's why I said come with us.
Yeah, he's totally going to get railed on the way back out by the opportunity of attack.
Murget has joined your party. A little text will pop up.
What would
Can I make a
Baffo
called
do?
shot?
What would Baffo do?
All right, Baffle would feel humanity pull at him again because Murget is a good person. Is a good Knoll. And
Okay.
I'm going to drop the books. The claws are going to come out. And what I'd like to do while this... I realize he's wearing a mask. Are there eye slits in the mask?
Yes, there are.
I want to put claws into each of this thing's eyes.
Okay. I will.
I want to destroy the eye of the... Like, it's less about damage and more just about making sure this thing never sees again. This
Okay.
person.
I will allow you to make a targeted attack like that. Your attack rolls will be at disadvantage.
Well, that is a 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay.
And, well, I got a 20, but also an 8. So 11. Or no, sorry, it's +5, so it's 13.
Um, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little retconning just to be fair. I did say Garpoon stepped over his body.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to consider him prone. You can roll with
A
you can
normal
roll with advantage, but you have disadvantage, so you would take.
Wait, one of the things I wanted to do before I did this was to
Okay.
do the insightful fighting.
Okay, so you bonus action insightful fighting.
I got too excited about stabbing his eyes out. It got a little dark, but so I need to do a contest first versus his insight or whatever, or his deception.
Okay, go ahead.
9 plus which one is it?
You've succeeded. He rolled very bad.
15. Okay.
Yep. You
so
got
then
it.
I'm going to do. I don't have advantage on him. Like if he's prone, I'm just doing a regular attack, like just trying to stab his eye.
Just a normal.
I'm not gonna be able to do both of his eyes right now. I'm just have to focus on one.
I'm gonna stab his eye.
All right. This time it was a 22.
That's funny.
Okay. You kind of lunge over the top of Murget, who's frantically stabbing away at him, and you take one sharp claw and shove it into. Are you attacking the crazy side or the placid side of the mask? Just for flavor's sake.
The placid side. Probably.
Okay.
I would assume the vision would be better out of that eye if that even mattered.
Goes into the placid side of the mask. You start to see gouts of blood come down the side of the mask. It looks like it's weeping now. And you have successfully attacked. Is there anything else you were going to do with your turn?
Because he's down, he won't be able to opportunity attack me. I'm going to just move as far away as possible at my 30 feet. Preferably somewhere out of line of sight.
Moving after Garpoon, or are you just moving to avoid him?
I'm moving somewhere so that I can come out and do it again on this other eye next round.
Okay. You duck out of sight, and that is your turn.
Yeah.
That is going to bring us to the... that will actually bring us to Murget's turn.
Get him, Murget! Take out his other eye.
Okay, Murget just... he just keeps stabbing.
Oh, and, man.
Stabs him 2 more times with the dagger. It is going to be the cultist's turn. He's going to get up. He shoves Murget off of him. He pulls out his scimitar. Oh, wait, hold on. He pulls out his scimitar. He swings it. He strikes Murget with it. You just hear a yelp. And he swings his dagger at Murget. And Murget ducks out of the way.
Oh, thank God. I want Murget to die.
I don't either.
Garpoon, it is your turn.
All right, I'm running, right?
Yep, you have no idea any of this has happened. As far as you know, they are following you. You are running for the exit.
I will...
Well, he can look back and see that... Oh, no, he can't see. It's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I will yell, stay on me! And I'll continue to run, trying to find a way out.
Okay. That brings us back to Baffo. You're sticking with the plan. Gonna go for a full blinding.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna focus on his other eyeball.
Okay, go ahead. Make a roll.
Yeah, I don't get advantage. I get sneak attack.
Right, you get sneak attack for the damage, just a flat roll for the attack.
Yeah, it's 8. Or no, 10. Still not good.
Okay, you come in to try and get him in the other eye, and he turns his head, and you hear your nail scrape across the side of the mask. You leave a big gouge in it, but doesn't do any damage.
I can do a dual wield attack, though. I've only used one action, right? I can use my offhand.
Yeah.
But I can sneak attack with offhand.
You
I just
can.
gotta get modifiers. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right, that's better. 18.
18, I believe that is a hit. Let me just confirm. It is.
Oh, I take out his other eye?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage.
No modifier, so 6, and then sneak attack is 11. So 17.
All right, do you say anything as you blind this guy?
No, I take no pleasure in this one. I say nothing. I blind him, and then what I want to do with the rest of my moves, I don't have any more actions. Shit. I just want to say, come up, Margit, and then I'm gonna run after Garpoon. Now that he's blinded, I'm out.
Okay, you
Giving him
did
all
use
his
a
fancy-
little. You did use a little movement to get back into combat range
Yeah,
with
for
him
sure.
and attack.
For sure.
So
For sure.
you've moved about 15 feet away. He is going to, simply because the mechanics allow for it, make an attack of opportunity, but it is a
Mhm.
disadvantage to try and hit you. He misses, and you are starting to chase after Garpoon.
Mhm.
Murgit is going to go. He's going to see the opportunity. He stabs the cultist one more time. Oh, he stabs the cultist in the throat, and the cultist drops. He's not dead, but he is just, blood is coming down this porcelain mask on both sides, and now he is holding his throat. And Murgit begins to run with you. And
Nice.
assuming the plan remains to run from the library, we will expedite it somewhat. And
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time left for many more encounters. So
exactly. So I will simply say that the major threats are dealt with. The party, with Murgit included, now runs through the library. As you run, you see that the cultists are actually not doing particularly well in the fight. You manage to catch a glimpse of Fulna defeating a cultist. There's a small gnome that you really didn't know much about who seems to dispatch a couple. It seems they had numbers, but they are ultimately losing the fight. As you pass through the reception area, you do see that Privis has been murdered. He's got a crossbow bolt in his chest. You make your way through back to the door, which has a big, huge dent in it, and has been pushed in. And you get to the edge of the door, and you exit the library. Murgit stops at the door.
come with us, Murgit. I've got a better place for you to work. I need a doorman.
No, Murgit doorman here. Murgit library.
All right. Then what I do is I take out a card. It says baffle salts. If you ever want to move up in the world and serve a great purpose, and then I give my card to Murgit. Find me in Serifax.
He takes it. He begins chewing on it a little.
Don't chew on it, Murgit. You'll need that in case you wish to find me in Serifax when you're ready to take on a greater task. You're a good doorman.
Murgit very good with the door.
Yes.
Murgit,
Wow.
too many people come in. Murgit need to do better job. Murgit try really hard.
Well, if you ever need my help or you need a change of employment, come see me in Serifax.
No, but goodbye.
I'm saying if, not that you should.
You give Murgit gold?
Well, if you want a new job, there's gold in it for you, yes.
Yes, give Murgit gold. He holds out his hand expectantly.
Am I out there?
Yeah, you're out there.
Okay.
You're watching this.
Well, you gotta come with us to get the gold.
No,
it's your turn.
Murgit Dorman.
You can
I'm
be
going to give him 5 more gold.
Okay, you pull out 5
I just
gold.
give him 5 gold.
You put it in his hand. He begins offering you the card back, clearly thinking there was an exchange being offered here.
No, keep that card. In case you wish to have a new career, you can come contact me. Or you need any help. It's a business card. It's not for sale. It's just for you.
Murgit's gold, though.
Yes, it's your gold.
It's your gold. For being a good doorman.
And paper?
Paper is yours too.
Okay. Murgit watch door. And he scampers back into the library.
Well, I look at Garpoon. I say, "What a peculiar creature."
I'm starting to kind of like the little guy.
You can't buy loyalty like that. He's one of a kind. He's really takes his doors seriously. I wish Chando was that committed to being my sidekick.
So, you have made it out of the Mines Monastery. You have achieved your goal and then some. You've also acquired a book with a naked succubus in it. Not sure what else its contents might be, but you have it.
Oh, yes,
And-
Garpoon, I found a book for you. I left it in your bag.
I don't read books.
No, it's got pictures in it. It's for when the nights get lonely and long. You know what I mean? Just for you.
Okay, I've got to see this book, and I'll pull it out and look at it. This has got a naked lady on it. Not interested! And I shove it into your face.
Oh.
You wanker, go play with your book.
Should I have gotten one with pictures of naked men in it?
No. Garpoon's got no time for any of this foolishness.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
I will not answer that question.
I'll take the book then. Whatever.
All right. This conversation continues as you make your way back home. It is a several days travel back to Serifax. You notice that there are no campfires chasing you on this particular journey back across the desert on the horses that you came in on. They were alive. Your horses made it. Congratulations.
Thanks.
This is a real expedited ending.
It is. We gotta wrap it up. We're not gonna be back next week.
Travel across a desert. There's a big pyramid. You went over mountains. It's like, in a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something. It's like
It's good. I like it.
You make it back to Grizz
I like it too.
Wells, the little dwarf who sent you on the way. Oh, you're back. Did you get the book? The cipher. You found it.
a cipher.
Yeah, the cipher. You found it.
I like the way you say cipher. It's quite.
Yes,
charming,
yes, it's
really.
very fancy the way I talk. Give me the. Did you get it?
Garpoon, I put it in your bag, Garpoon.
It's pardon me, and I'll take it out and I'll say, pay no attention to the garpoon in my garpoon bag. And I pull out the right book and hand it to him and try to conceal the garporn.
Okay, you hand him the book. He flips through it. All right, this is it. This is exactly what we need. Well, I must say, I didn't think you two were going to be the ones who were successful in all this, but I'm pleased.
You hired one of the greatest detectives that ever lived in Irivia. What did you expect? You expect me to come back empty-handed?
Well,
Garpoon was not a nuisance. He was quite helpful, weren't you, Garpoon?
Yeah. Oh, what of the girl and the stinky man?
well, that's the next thing. They haven't come back yet, and we're getting pretty close to the auction date. I'm gonna need to be sending you after them.
What sort of... Can we get the reward for the last thing we did, please? How much reward did we agree to? I don't know.
From this, there's
Yeah.
no talk of a reward yet.
Oh, we're just doing heroic business then. Okay.
This was heroic business at the moment.
We're going to need a purse for expenses before we head back out. So make sure to give us the money we need for lodgings and things like that.
Did you
We'll go
not
find
hear what I just said? I said your friends might be in trouble, and you're sitting here trying to get money out of me.
I kind of did, but the call is messing up.
You're trying to... He's gone. He just walks away. As soon as something doesn't go his way, he blasts out of here. Garpoon, I'm gonna send you after those two. You find a
going
way to
to.
get your friend Bafo along with you. I need all four of you back so we can figure out what's going on.
Right. Shit wizard. Shit rabbit. You're going with me.
All right.
Whether you like it or not.
And so, two of you concerned about the mission that your two allies had been on and had not returned from, set off for another mission. Feeling pretty good about your success. We'll see what might be the future ramifications of that, but for now, success and on to the next mission. And that is where we are going to end this chapter.
Nice.
Can I before we end it though, when we're riding on our camels?
Oh,
Why
sorry,
is it,
what?
Why is it camels now? You had horses a second ago.
When we're riding on our horses, I want to take my tail, and I wanted to do this the whole campaign, but couldn't do it. But I want to take my tail and poke Garpoon on the left side, on the opposite side, to make him look and see no one's there because my tail was poking him in the shoulder.
Okay.
So I do that on the horses.
Here's what we will close on. The two of you ride off onto the next mission. And as you ride, side by side, a tail slowly sneaks behind your back, Garpoon, and brushes against the other side of your head. I need Bo to make
25.
a deception check.
Okay. Rolled. Oh, no, it's deception? Oops.
And Garpoon, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Deception. 12.
16 for my perception.
You know that Baffo is messing with you. What do you say to him in response?
I reach around. I give him a reach around. No. I reach around. I grab his tail. I tie a knot. I don't say anything. I look at him sternly. And I look forward again and ride off. Keep riding.
That's what happened.
So he has got a knot in his tail now. About the size of like a, I don't know, like a small orange. Just. And I didn't.
And I start undoing the knot.
And the two best of friends head off into the sunset together. Two adventures we will get to another time.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done, John. Good stuff. Yep. Well done. That means, folks, that next week we've got Kristen and Kyle back. That's right. If they have all the wherewithal, if needed, to like peel off and feed a kid or take care of any emergency barfs or diapers or anything that happens. They have sort of full control over that. But yes, Varel and Hope returning. That means Bo back at the helm, and we will put the inverse back to bed for a while. But I have a feeling we're never done with these people. They'll come up again. Garpoon will never die. If you would like to support the show, it's an easy thing to do. Go to therewillbedungeons.com and click on this little support link there. There's all sorts of stuff that you can get, including digital and physical rewards. One of the physical rewards is a monthly piece of art that I create about something in our campaign or campaigns, characters. Sometimes it's mobs we run into, different kind of creatures. D&D traditional stuff, things that Bo creates himself. Like 1 month, everybody got what are they called? Sorry, Pixie Hulks. We basically have a version of Pod as a Pixie Hulk that went out to people. I just finished a sketch, although it's not done as complete art, but I did a drawing of Garpoon. And if you're interested in being somebody who receives that kind of stuff every month, that's part of it. Lots of other stuff, too. Lots of ways to get in. Go check it out. That's at therewillbedungeons.com. And our inverse deal happening over at phoenixpearltea.com is ending because we don't do it while we're doing. Well, we're not ending the main stuff. We're ending the inverse specialty teas. So you can only get those right now at phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD. There's a link to that on the site as well. So if you're already there, you can click over to that and check those out. And I think that's everything. Am I missing anything, John? No. Maybe.
No, sounds
Kinda.
good to me.
Send us your messages. We're going to use those in our bonus show coming up. That's another part of the supporter stuff, so you can get a bonus show early Everyone else has to wait for it, so that's cool. Keep those questions coming. You can contact us through the site as always. I think that is going to do it for us. Unless I'm forgetting anything. I feel like I am. I don't know why. We'll be back next week with me, with John, with Bo, and the return of Kyle and Kristen. We'll see you then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. Yeah.